On the Tuesday Countdown podcast, we are finally here. Trump goes nuts. He compares himself to Jesus. No, Christ, Jesus Christ. And then he says, you can't have an election in the middle of a political season. The sports news is all about gambling. Shohei Ohtani actually makes the baseball scandal about gambling even worse than before he spoke. And now there is a basketball scandal involving legal gambling that may not have worked out the way it was supposed to. And then there is the matter of Ronna McDaniel and MSNBC and NBC News and how all of the stars of the latter complained and protested 3 days too late. She should never have been hired in the first place because nobody was willing to do what we used to do in the old days. Go to management and say, if you let this happen, I quit. Rachel Maddow did it once. I did it twice. Joe Scarborough did it. Not anymore. The whole thing settles in on one key point. The hiring of this woman means that NBC News is willing to platform, to validate, to say that there is a plausible argument for denying the 2020 election. It is almost as bad as if they hired Q. And as to the reminiscences of how we used to do it in the old days, I'm going to go through all of the stories that I remember from my days at MSNBC, pull up a chair. It takes 27 minutes. All that and more, as if you need it anymore, in the Tuesday edition of the Countdown Podcast, now live wherever you podcast.